All right, so I want to talk to you about dreaming big, having goals, having ambitions, and then never quitting on them, right? I have looked at this property right here at least 4 times. It's currently listed for like, I don't know, $7-8 million, okay? It's a massive property. It used to be a cat food manufacturing plant. All of these are concrete. This is concrete walls that survived Katrina. And this is a 173,000 square foot warehouse. So you might be thinking, well, why the hell would I want to buy it? What would I do? Well, if I tell you, you're gonna realize I'm a genius. No, I'm just kidding. If I tell you, you're gonna realize like, it's a pretty good idea. So what my plan is, just like anything else I buy, would be to immediately get it cash flowing. You don't need to do much right here because it's a very strong building. There's some roof work that needs to be done. Argumentally, that's probably the biggest thing. You probably want to give this thing a paint job, but I would turn this into an RV boat and storage place, immediately producing cash flow, and a campground. You don't need much infrastructure. You would need to cut open some of these bay doors because they are built from the old time, get some bigger bay doors for your RVs, but this is a boat storage right here, and it's completely full. The natural thing is like, hey, let's go cut a deal with these guys next door, say, you guys can store your boats for free, and I'll take 50% of whatever you get. So they don't have to worry about getting another lease, they don't have to worry about getting more space. They've already invested big time money in their equipment, and then I can start getting this property back to shape. Right now, this property's stuck because the owner has an emotional connection. He wanted to build a large casino, big casino. He had these grandiose plans. He had a new infrastructure that was gonna be where traffic was gonna come right by this. So he'll probably hold on to this thing. So if you look, I don't know if you can see this from right here, but if you look, you've got a good, I don't know, I would imagine you could probably get a couple hundred RVs there. People who are coming to Mississippi, there's not a big RV park here. You can see how well these guys have been marketing this property. This kind of tells you everything right there. You see that frog? He's running for his life too. And I'll tell you what, the guys who are trying to sell this property, they have told me on more than one occasion that this guy doesn't need the money, he's not motivated. Who gives a shit, dude? Like, convince the guy to take a deal, to hold taxes on this property, to watch the asphalt decay. This is a liability at this point in time. When you own a property like this, it's not an asset. If you owned it, we can even see, let's give you the exact specs on this from Land Guide. And there was quite an assemblage. If you don't know what an assemblage is where you put a bunch of properties together. But like, to give you, like, kind of to show you where we're at, that's where we're at. That's how big that property is right there. And he owns a lot more of it. So the way I look at it, see, it goes all the way to the water. You could have fishing camps up there, generating money. You really don't have to do too terribly much. Probably put gravel in, leave the asphalt alone, and then just get this thing generating revenue. And then eventually you rezone it when the time's right, and you build a big ass casino right here, or maybe something else. Because you're right on the water, you might be able to cut a deal with the city, you know, to get like tax increment financing, a CID, a SID, or anything like that. But you see, this place is doing great. This place, not so well. They've got one boat. I don't know how much money that's generating for this guy, but I guarantee you, he's losing his ass on this property. Sometimes you gotta know when it is to give up on your dreams, and sometimes you gotta know when you wanna chase your dreams. And my whole point right now is, I'm chasing my dreams. This guy hasn't given up on his. If we could get down and sit down and have a conversation, maybe, just maybe, we could cut a deal together, right? There's a lot of things that are good about this property, but he sees this a complete different way than I see it. I see it as, this is good enough. We can rent this space out just the way it is. This is a little office right there that we're looking at. The rest is just storage. The longer this thing sits on the market, the more likely it is that it's not gonna sell. You got restaurants right here, you got a little bit of infrastructure, and as we keep walking, you'll see there's a lot of things that you could do, but this is a big project, so maybe I'm just not ready for it yet. Maybe I just need more time. But I still like to come and look at things and dream big and have big goals and dreams and ambition. And ever since, just take it a little bit step further, is ever since I've been coming to Mississippi, I've wanted to build a casino down here. So maybe why this guy is sitting here waiting for this thing to sell, one of these casinos goes out of business and I'm able to scoop one up versus build one. And then maybe, just maybe, this guy ends up going out of business. My casino that I just bought makes a lot of money, and then I scoop this one up. You know, you never know. Things change, a lot of things happen with time. But look at all this space you got right here. I just see this person continuing to sell and sell off this property and this thing going for cheap and cheap, and that never getting done because somebody held on to a dream that they should have quit on. And it's unfortunate. Highest and best use for this thing is not a casino at this point in time, because you can't even see the casinos are way that way. Eventually, maybe things change. Maybe this property is able to be picked up because it doesn't look like anything's happened here in a while. So this is actually pretty interesting too. So like this place has not changed hands in a while. So who knows what they're doing here? They might just hold on to this piece of property right here and then get this one and get this one would be ideal. And then you kind of corner the block. Now I can tell you nothing's been done in a while, because when I was really looking at it a couple years ago, those are all pilings. They were gonna connect this, they were gonna bring this further out. They spent a bunch of money. This is a major cat food manufacturing plant. But the reason that I really like this property is if you were gonna build a casino or if you were gonna do storage, either one, across the bridge you see past the train truss right there, is a bridge that leads you from where we're at right now, which is Biloxi, Mississippi, Harrison County, to Jackson County, Ocean Springs. Ocean Springs is becoming the highest concentrated area of wealth down in this area. So everybody that's commuting across this bridge, first thing they would do is see you. It'd be interesting to see where this guy's at with his finances and what happens. Maybe we'll reach out to him again. But right now I'm on a bigger project, but I just wanted to kind of check this out, see where they were at with things, and kind of show you why I'm so interested. The main reason is I believe this property, when you're on the water, you've got such a ability to do everything. You can see there's a casino right over there, the Scarlet Pearl. And maybe it's not even a casino that this thing ends up being. Maybe this is a major condo development or something like that. But I can tell you right now, to go and pay to knock this thing down or anything like that, it's not worth the time and energy. This would require a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of energy. But you can also see in the background over there, there's another casino right there. This is the only thing that's doing well, and this thing continues to sit and rot. There's trees growing on the trusses now. They marketed it, they cleaned it up, they put it on the market for like, I think they originally had it for like $5 or $6 million. And then they said, well, it hasn't sold yet. Let's raise the price. It's a good strategy. Sometimes you gotta let your dreams go, and sometimes you gotta hold on to your dreams. And sometimes, you know, you gotta switch patterns when things aren't working out. So they've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars putting these things down here to stop the breaking of the water. But look at all this stuff. So you got a train track. I would call this Casino RV Park and Storage. I've already thought of the name, and I'd paint it on the rooftop. So I thought this one through, and the reason I'm putting this video out there is just to let you know that sometimes you gotta hold on to your dreams and you never know what's gonna happen. I like to come and revisit stuff just to say, hey, maybe it's gonna happen. But also, if you're holding on to something emotional, like a house, a casino plan, it's costing you time, energy, money, and you only live once. So dream big, but also know when it's time to give up on your dreams. Maybe you're sitting here watching this video right now and you're like, hey, I want to be a real estate investor. And you keep looking on the MLS every night, but you never pull the trigger and you never get a coach and you never do anything. You're just dreaming and you're faking yourself out. You got to be realistic about things. And I'm not saying that this is a realistic goal. I'm saying this is a big dream of mine, to one day own a casino. I really thought it'd be so cool right here to put like a Top Golf on the top of there, right? Just be knocking balls into whatever. This guy hasn't given up on his dreams, but the dreams have given up on him. Let's see if we can get you started on your dream. Let's see if we can get you your first property. Hope you get started investing in real estate. Hope that you live all your dreams. We'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.